All right, folks. With me, angry Canadian, a dude that knows Halo. So I thought, well, I haven't done anything on Halo for a while. You guys know how much I love season one. Yeah, no, it's that bad. So I thought I would have him on with me. We could talk about this article. I don't even know what to think. But hey, angry Canadian, my friend, thank you, my brother, for hanging out with me and doing this. I'm sorry to subject you to Paramount's Halo TV show commentary, but you volunteered to at least do it with me. So there we go.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on, and I've had fun just listening to people's commentary on this show, especially people that never really played the games or dived into the lore. So
Yep.
it's been a blast.
Yeah, that was the before there was Talk Hard, there was Halo. And that was how we came together and become Talk Hard, was because of Halo commentary. So you had someone like Loki, who's like yourself, really a diehard into the games and the lore and the books and all of that. You have Ironcaster, who's kind of in the middle. He knew a lot of that kind of stuff, but not on that level. And then you have me, who was a complete noob, no real experience playing, definitely not with the lore. And we're all discussing the show. And to our sort of like surprise, is the Halo season 2 appears to still be going. I think they already were far enough into production that it's not going to stop. This is Digital
Yes.
Fix. I don't think Digital Fix is anything special. It just happened to be the latest summary site to do these kind of articles. And it just talks about, Paramount Plus has confirmed it, and then talks a little bit about it. So here it says, when is Halo Season 2 coming out? Question mark. Most popular video game franchises of all time is now Paramount Plus show series. Well, this is a generous statement. Is an angry Canadian. The series follows a super soldier Master Chief as he battles to protect Earth from a species of aliens called the Covenant, who are hellbound on destroying humanity. That's a very generous statement when I think about what I had to sit through in season one.
Yeah, that's not it's not what I remember seeing.
Nope, not
Wow.
at all.
There's a lot of
Uh,
statements like that in this article that are generous statements.
yeah, yeah. Let's see here. It says many thought Halo had the potential to be one of the best series of all time. What crackpot thought that Halo would be one of the best series? I mean, thinking it would be good or hoping it would be good is one thing, but thinking it would be one
Yes.
of the best series of all time is ridiculous.
Yes.
Reactions were mixed.
I don't know about mixed.
I think they were talking about me when they were talking about that, because I was not a happy camper. I hated the show so much. Let's see. A lot of critics and fans, hoping for the best sci-fi series possible, criticized Halo for diverging too far from source material and breaking the sacred canon of the games, especially revealing Master Chief's face. Did that bother you, Angry Canadian?
Yeah, it bothered me so much that as soon as I saw that, I decided not to watch the rest of the show because
Mm.
I knew exactly from that moment where they were gonna go with the show, and yeah, that broke it for me. This is a sacred cow you don't mess with.
I couldn't believe it happened. I mean, I didn't know, and I'm not into this lore, and I know like that was the whole point of the face. Is like, wait a minute. I mean, this is the whole point of the game, is that you can play as the character because he never took his helmet off. Like, I
Yes,
don't understand. It just makes no sense to me. So
and also that line that says diverging too far, like that's a little bit of an understatement. I mean, they went they went the complete opposite
oh, right.
direction.
Well, okay. First off, let's be honest. There's two of the main characters that they spend. I mean, I don't even know. It's the equivalent of at least two full episodes, probably way more than that. Of I don't know their real names. I'm sorry. Hey, angry
Oh,
if you
the
if you
actresses,
no, if you're not familiar with my reviews, we gave them all nicknames like Mystery Science Theater. So I
oh,
don't know
that's
their
right,
characters.
yes.
So it's Miss Mullet and not Dave Chappelle. So I don't know their real names. Her name is like Quam or something.
Quan,
She's
yes, yep,
she's this little Asian girl that they added so they would have
yes.
some little token Asian girl, and then of course the black dude who's kind of looks like he's a knockoff of Dave Chappelle's brother, basically. And
Oh, yes, yes.
yeah, they're not really in any of the source material, so that's not really diverging. That's just like making crap up out of whole cloth.
Yes. To satisfy the ESG scores that they need to have.
I guess
Oh,
this sucks so
sheesh.
bad. She was so unlikable from like the
Yes.
first episode. She was just like this nasty little, like I hate these shows that do this where they try to portray and forget about just being a girl, just these teenagers who this nasty rebellion, I know everything stuff is remotely good storytelling whenever they don't ever stop being that way. Just, it's like there's no end. She's just as nasty and horrible at the end of the season as she was at the beginning. I just don't
Yes.
care. Yeah. Halo season 2 will change up with 2 new showrunners because the other 2 ran for the hills. Sorry, that was my commentary. I got distracted for a minute. Fear the Walking Dead, Stephen Kane, and Brave New World, Dave Weiner, I assume is how we're going to say that, because if I say Wiener, we might have to keep a straight face, being brought on board to steady the ship. Uh-huh. So
Okay.
what can we expect from the most generous statement, most eagerly anticipated Paramount Plus show? I'm sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, eagerly anticipated. I feel
There
like
was
Velma season 2, because that's Paramount, right? Velma is
no,
Paramount. Oh,
that's
that's
Max. That's
oh, my bad,
Max.
that's Max. Okay. So there's definitely other shows that are eagerly anticipated.
I this is so not eagerly anticipated. There's great debate behind the walls of Talk Hard whether or not we will actually endure Halo season 2 together or not. Like we're literally not sure. We're having more fun doing this random week stuff that we're doing than the idea that we will spend 8 to 10 weeks of our lives talking about Halo. But so we will see what happens. I'm not sure. But no, I would not most eagerly anticipated is quite a stretch. It will be content on my channel in some way, shape, or form. I will admit that. So let's see. Well, there's lots to talk about. Well, we're here. Let's talk about it. So let's see. Release date speculation, no specific date. That is correct. They're predicting early 24. Even with the writer's strike, I think that's probably a reasonable date. I can see that.
Mm,
What do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Because some of the filming's already taken place.
I thought they finished the filming. I
Yeah, I
I I
wasn't
thought I
sure.
remember that. So they're just
I,
in production or post-production, whatever you call it.
Yeah, they would be in post production, and then maybe there's got to be some, pick up and reshoots. But I could see them making early 24. So let's see. They confirmed back in February 22, and then in May 23. That is correct. Pablo Schreiber and plays Master Chief has confirmed that filming in Budapest had wrapped on Halo season 2. Okay, so he said that they wrapped, so that's fine. I mean, there may have been some other filming, but that's fair. So we know they're done. Everything was pretty much quote in the can. So. Oh, there's the guy without his helmet on. His name is John. Some people get
Yeah.
confused and think that's Master Chief, but his name's just John. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And there's Doctor on the left. Some people don't, they call her by different names, but it's just Doctor. I don't know if this is Creeper. I forget. I think
That's
it's,
Creeper.
yeah,
That is
that's
definitely
Creeper.
Creeper.
Yeah. Creeper was just that. He got his by the end of the season. He doesn't make it out. He will not be back for season 2. I assure
Oh,
you.
thank goodness.
Let's see. Halo season 2 cast. We know Pablo Schreiber will return as Master Chief. They mean John, just for those of you who are confused at home.
Well, that should that should be written differently because isn't he technically dead, and now Cortana is the one controlling him, like the dead body.
Oh, that's
So,
true. Yeah, he is dead, and Cortana has taken over his meat sack. He's just a bag of bones,
oh
basically.
my goodness,
So, do you know who any of these actors who they play, or did they say down here? Okay, here we go. Right. So they're saying that Natasha
Doctor.
McElhone is Doctor. She'll be back. Jennifer Taylor is Karen Tana, so she'll be back. So Karen Tana,
Cortana, yeah,
yeah,
yep.
and then Bokeem Woodbine will be back as Soren. So not Dave Chappelle's coming back.
It looks like
Huh.
it.
Wow. See, I'm down with Dave Chappelle. So for those of you who don't know, I have 2 favorite characters. Not Dave Chappelle. He was very much a favorite for a while. But Strawberry Spartan become my favorite because when she put the strawberry in her hair,
Oh,
it
that's
made,
right. Yes.
it made my day. I mean, it made my day. I think that's Kai, right? Isn't she Kai? I think she's Kai. I think it's
Yeah,
Kate.
Kate Kennedy. Yeah.
I think that's Kai. I think that's Strawberry Spartan. So, let's see here. Joseph Morgan and Christina Rodlow will be joining as new additions. So let's run down the list. So we have all those one we talked about. and then Lara. I don't know which one Lara is, and I don't know which one. So they have these names. I don't know what they are, so I got to
Mm.
figure that out. Let's pull up their name into their window. Really don't know who she is. She's probably the seaweed girl, the burrito rap. She was
I don't remember who that is.
the main villain.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the completely new character that really broke the story for me as well, but for Halo fans out there, yeah.
Lara. I don't know who Lara is. I really don't know who Lara is. So, all right, just I don't know. We'll have to just kind of hang loose on that part. I don't really know who that is. So, um, yeah, I don't really know who a lot of these characters are. Dr. Miranda Key.
I think that's spelled wrong. Should be Keys.
Yeah, Olive Gray. So I think that's Autumn Sunrise. I think that's the girl, the main girl they race swap. Yeah, that's Autumn
Yeah,
Sunrise.
that's the one that they race swap. Yep.
Yeah, she's great. I like her a lot because she's incredibly tedious and completely irrelevant. They try to play like her up as a smart girl, and she walks around with this look on her face like she has no idea what's happening around her. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, there's no speculation. Here we go. Joseph Morgan's going to play James Ackerson.
So this
Who's James
character,
Ackerson?
so this is going to be interesting. This is my speculation. And but the thing is they could probably do 180 because they just decided to throw the Bible, the Halo Bible, out of there. But James Ackerson in the true lore is this character that is a high-ranking person in the military, like not in the Spec Ops side, in the normal military, and he has like kind of a rivalry with Doctor. And because when she created the Spartan 2 program, she pretty much sucked up all this funding and like took it away from his program that he was working on at the time. I don't remember what it was exactly. So, anyways, you fast forward several years into the Covenant War with the humans, and he went to O&I and asked them, "Hey, I want to make a next generation of Spartans that are cheaper, that are more expendable, and they're more like I guess you can say berserker." And
Hmm.
so he came up with the Spartan 3 program, and he pretty much got the funding for it. He kidnapped a Spartan 2 to become the leader, like the trainer, the commander of the Spartan 3 program to train them up. And then he also brought back another character from the original Spartan 2 program to train them up. And what they did is they instead of kidnapping kids, they took kids kids that volunteered to become this super soldier, this third wave, that were orphans. Basically, they were killed. Their
Hmm.
parents were killed by the Covenant, and so he's a pretty interesting character in the true lore. And again, I don't know what they're going to do in this show. If he's just going to be, I would imagine they would have a rivalry in this show because that would be dramatic to have it in there. But I don't know if they will introduce Spartan threes in this show. I don't know if that's something they want to do, but yeah, that's who he is in the true lore.
I knew I recognized the name. He's from the Vampire Diaries and the originals. So he's hot white guy is what he is. He's just the hot white guy. That's how I know. All ladies like this guy back in the day. So
All right.
that's how I recognize the name. So here I'll show you. Let's stop sharing this, and then I'll show you. Yeah, well, just because I'm an old white guy doesn't mean I know what the ladies like or don't like. Yeah,
Yes.
well,
Yeah.
I have like 3 daughters and a wife, and yeah, trust me, I have heard about it. Yeah, so he's hot white guy is what he's going to be.
Wow.
So I don't know if he's going to be the villain per se, possibly a love interest. See, I could see him totally like macking on Autumn's Sunrise. Like, why not? But he may just be more like high level, like you said. He could be a mastermind. Who knows? Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, it'll be
Interesting.
interesting to see, yeah, what this show will do with this character.
It's like impossible guessing game to know what they're going to do at this point. Like it's so strange to know what they're because nothing is sacred. It's just chaos. It's absolute
Yes.
chaos. Okay, here we go. Another typo. It says Halo Season 2 will carry on the story of they wrote Master Chief. They clearly they got that wrong. They meant Karen Tana. But as the war between Earth and the Covenant wages on, Halo Season 1 had a big task to embark on, reimagining the iconic game series into a TV show that viewers could enjoy. They failed miserably, in my opinion, but
Yes.
the Halo Season 1 plot took a few liberties.
Oh, a few. It was only a few liberties? Boy, do we got some conversations we can have about that.
Oh my gosh, a few liberties. I wish I was Loki wouldn't be able to not
And
curse.
the
He
next
would
part's
be he'd be like, "You
the
gotta be effing kidding." I could just hear the
yes,
man
yeah.
like, "You."
The next part is rich too, with the game story.
Okay, with the game store. A few
What
liberties
game?
with the
What
game store.
game?
Yeah, the
Which
game
game?
story, not Halo, yeah. The basic outline was the same. The basic outline, it means there are these human dudes in suits who fought these CGI creatures, and there's things called Covenant, and that's
And there's
about all we've got.
yeah.
Oh, Microsoft Gaming CEO has recently acknowledged to IGN that the success of The Last of Us, the best thriller series in years. I don't think
Mm,
this writer watches a lot of TV. That's what I think with a
they
statement
definitely
like
don't play a lot of video games.
and I'm not sure the word thriller means what they think it means because Last of Us was not a thriller series. Like From over on Amazon, which is an MGM Plus series, I've only watched season one. It is way more thrilling than The Last of Us. Just so you guys, just so the writer knows, I didn't even look to see who they are. I'm not gonna look at that right now. So, quote, set a high bar, incredibly high bar for this video game series. So, uh, oh, some fans were displeased by Master Chief's face reveal in that very first episode.
Some
AC,
fans.
you are now quote hashtag some fan.
Yes.
That's your new hashtag. I'm gonna have to start including that in all of your signatures for all your posts. It says angry Canadian hashtag some fan.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. See. All right. Something that was never done in the game, but that, of course, didn't stop Halo Season 2 from getting the green light, which we were very surprised by, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I think
So,
they got the green light because they probably had they what it's the same situation as Rings of Power. Like they had to commit to X amount of seasons.
yep,
So probably with this show, they had to commit to a season 2, and who knows, maybe a season 3.
that's true. I think one of the articles way back, like early, during the airing of let's say episode 4 or 5 or something, mentioned the season 3. So season 2 was done, and definitely what's happening, and there's talk of season 3 as like a maybe. So, this is Doctor.
Yes.
She says, "quote I've seen a couple scripts. You would okay. First off, let me just stop there. How does Doctor not seen all the scripts? Like, how do you have a character of Doctor's caliber and they don't know every intricate detail of every single scene? Like, that makes no sense. But
Yeah.
I've seen a couple scripts, but I guess I'm just hoping that the season that we've planted for the characters that you've seen in season one will just continue to flourish and will get deeper and darker into all of that.
Um.
How
All
would you like
right.
to unpack that, AC? Because that is like a lot of coded words in there.
Yeah. So, how darker are you gonna get with a AI hijacking a dead human body inside an armored suit and running around shooting guys and leading a team? Like, how much darker do you get than that? Like, that's pretty dark already. Um, yeah, unless you're gonna do it to the other three Spartans in that team. So,
Do you think okay, he has to be brought back. There's no story if you don't have John like re-uploaded somehow. Is there a way in the game that they can re-upload someone's consciousness like this or something?
so, do you remember how exactly he died in that final episode? Because like I said, I didn't watch it. I just know he died.
Uh, no, I can't remember.
Okay, I would have to go back and analyze it. The thing is, in the games, there or even in the lore, when someone dies, they die. That's like something that they've been pretty consistent with is that they don't bring people back. Um, and even with the alien technology that the show like what vaguely hints to or uses a little bit of in the lore in the overall lore. Like I've never seen anything that was like, yeah, we're gonna reanimate somebody that died. Usually it's just to kill people. So I don't. They're gonna have to break lore if they're gonna bring him back. They 100% have to break lore and create something new that's gonna bring him back or whatever.
Hmm. I was trying to remember how how it works. I know he's hurt, but there's like this big thing about letting Cortana take over his body so she could carry the artifact. Um,
Did it
but
have
I don't
something to
remember.
do did it have something to do with it? Because like, she the way it works is, like, the Spartans have the cybergenic implants or whatever, and so, like, they can connect, like, a computer to their brain right off the bat because that's how they can control the suits, and
Hmm,
so, in the game, like, or in the lore, sorry, I have to keep referring to the greater lore. Cortana is, like, pretty much inside Chief's mind, kinda like having
right.
that second voice. So I don't and like I said, it's never implemented that, like, you can do the whole, like, conscience swap where, like, you can swap the conscience with Cortana and Chief. That's never happened, and it never will happen in the lore. So I don't know if, like, when she took over, if she, like, put his conscience in, like, in like a back file or something, like hidden it away, and then she'll just bring him back later on or whatever. I don't know if that's what they're trying to do.
Nobody
Um,
puts Master Chief in the corner. Just
yes,
saying.
yeah, nobody.
Season 1 finale entitled Transcendence, all but confirming the continuation of the conflict between Earth and the Covenant. There's plenty more to dig into with the epic battle. Yeah, Carantana takes over Master Chief's body with Doctor escaping the UNSC. Yeah, he's like holding the whole thing, and he's like in a trance. There's talks here about the trailer, which we have no idea when we're gonna get a trailer. Where to watch season 2, blah blah blah. This is all just, oh my gosh, you're saying okay, 12 episodes, 8 to 12. Okay, 8 to 12 makes sense. Yeah. 8 8 the fewer the better.
Yes,
You guys,
yes.
I'm telling you guys right now, the fewer the better. 6 or 8. Yeah, this is them just promising to show same stuff, and they all talk about other crap that they're watching. So, wow. So more of the same, continuing the dark paths and some of those kind of elements is an interesting sort of quote angle on things. I'm not sure how I feel about it. The show wasted so much time with the made up characters that they added and stuff like that. I don't,
Yes.
I'm sort of like tainted on what, because it was like they got rid of Quan. They sent her back to her Tatooine sand planet. I think it was episode 6 or 7. There were still like a 1 or 2 episodes left that didn't even have her in it. So
Mm,
all that stuff happened, and then you end up with this wrap up. And I want to say he was in a trance, and there was some sort of thing with the limitations to that.
mm.
And that's why she had to take control. So him being put in sort of a conscious timeout is probably like the direction that they'll go. They'll have to figure out how to explain it, but there'll be some sort of silly explanation, I think.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. What you only made it one episode, you think? You say?
Yeah, I only watched the first one, and then it even, like, the first one, like, as flashy as it was with all the interesting props and whatnot, it's just especially when I saw, Quan, I was like, "This is not like, I don't like where this is going." And then that final shot with him removing the helmet, it was pretty much a sign saying, like, "We don't care what the lore is, we're gonna do it our way, and you're gonna enjoy it." And so I was like, "Nope, I'm not gonna taint my love for Halo by continuing to watch this show." So that's when I decided to watch, like, I didn't watch your commentary until, like, a while after, but I watched, like, Disparu's. His was, like,
Okay.
hilarious. His
Yeah.
breakdown of it was just hilarious. And so, um, this one, I'll probably do the same thing. I'll probably watch season 2, the first episode, and then if they don't do anything that, like, hard triggers me, then I'll try to stick through it. Um, I don't know, we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. What else do you do to keep your Halo love alive?
I regularly revisit the games. I love playing the games. I also try my best to regularly revisit the books, the original books. But more recently, I've been getting into comic collecting, the Halo comics, because I missed out on reading them when they released like several years ago. So I've been reading some of these Halo comics that are actually, it's really interesting because Halo fans went through a really difficult time. Halo changed owners basically in about 2010. They changed ownership to a different company, and so the company that owns it now is the reason why the show exists and why like so many people dislike the show. But there was a time where, when the games were coming out by this new company and all this like extra lore, like new books and new comics, that the fans were not as upset, but they were very like worried about the direction of the lore, I guess you could say. But
Hmm.
this show really galvanized the fan base when it came to like, wow, this is terrible compared to what came before it as far as the true lore. And so, anyways, yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately is collecting comics and reading the books and playing the games because the games are just they're amazing to play as far as lore goes, and yeah, and not having to worry about Chief taking his helmet off. I mean, it's really funny. One of the comics I just got done reading, there's a couple panels where John is with his team, which is not the team you see in the show. It's completely different, and the team he's with, they all have their helmets off except for him, and they're inside like a pelican, which is like their troop transport. And I was just laughing because, like, even the comic writers knew, yeah, we're not gonna take his helmet off because that's not how it is in the true lore of things. And the rest of his squad didn't have their helmets on. It was hilarious to see that. There's even another shot where he's fighting a bad guy, and like one of this huge dude, alien, excuse me, and his visor gets a crack in the eye, so you could see his eye, and he has like a blue eye, and like that's fine because obviously we have to see that he's human, but like we don't have to see a full face reveal. But anyways, and he kept his helmet on, and the way that they did it with the lore was like, oh, I can't take my helmet off because it's fused to my suit right now.
Hmm.
So I thought that was kind of cool that they kept that in there, even though his helmet was damaged. So there's ways of doing it, and the show just decided to completely ignore it because they're actors and they want their actors to people to see their faces and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah, that easily could have been worked in. She easily she could have fired the gun at his face and broken the helmet. You could have seen some sort of humanity in there or something. If we had to do it, we could have done it. I mean, it wouldn't have made sense, but we had to do it.
Yes.
All right, so for me, this is what I'm all about right now.
Oh my goodness.
That's it, right
Yes,
there.
strawberry.
Strawberry
What'd you?
Spartan, baby. Strawberry Spartan lives on. That's all I want. I want Halo : Strawberry Spartan. I don't really even want. I don't even care if I get more Halo. I just want more Strawberry Spartan. That's all I want. It's the best. It is the best. I'm if I had if I could animate, I'd already have a Halo cartoon made with all these made up names, and it'd be based around Strawberry Spartan. She's the real hero here. It's
Yes.
totally clear. She's the real hero. So, listen, brother, I don't know. I will watch it. I don't know if we'll talk hard on it, but we will definitely watch it. If they don't want to do it, maybe you and I will do it, and we'll just kind of hate watch it together because I have such little faith that they can reverse the course. First off, if they're bringing back not Dave Chappelle, I don't even understand how that makes sense. Like, it's so we totally are driving further, deeper, and wider into stuff that doesn't make any sense or
Yes.
contradicts the lore. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, we'll see. I got to be honest. The biggest thing we haven't talked about that for me was again a total noob. They spent no money on set design and the details of creating a universe. It was this generic
Oh,
looking
yes.
sci-fi show. It looked so cheap to me that I could not immerse myself in it. There were whole sequences that I would interrupt the conversation just to pause and go, there is nothing in the background in this scene. Like
Yeah.
this is just, it was awful. Just horribly done. So I don't know what to expect, but that's the latest, folks. I wish I could tell you that we were all jazzed up and we're excited, but evidently we are quote hashtag some fan. That was us.
Yes.
That's who we are. AC, my brother. All the stuff's in the description there, folks. Make sure you check out stuff he's doing over there. and he'll do a video or something at some point. I promise he'll do something. You'll see. So connect to him. Give him a hard time. Make sure he does. Say, listen, I heard your hashtag some fan. You got to do a video. Pop sent me over here. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So thanks, my brother. Thanks for hanging out with me and
Appreciate
doing
it.
this.